Let me ask you something. When was the last time you sat down and actually listened to your thoughts? Not scrolled through your phone, not distracted yourself with music or YouTube, just you, your mind, and a blank page. Most of us never do that. We carry around thoughts that weigh us down, stress, regrets, insecurities, but we rarely stop to process them. We bottle everything up until one day it spills out as burnout, anxiety, or even self doubt. But what if I told you there's a simple, almost therapeutic habit that can change all of that? It doesn't require money, it doesn't require hours of your day. All it takes is a pen, some paper, and honesty. That habit is journaling. And if you give it a chance, it can completely change how you see yourself and the world around you. So, in this video, we'll dive deep into how journaling can improve your mindset, reduce negativity, build confidence, and help you stay grounded even on your worst days. Grab your notebook because by the end, you'll know exactly how to start. Let's start with something simple. Your mind is like a room. When it's organized, you feel calm and focused. But when it's cluttered with overthinking, worries, and endless what ifs, it becomes impossible to focus or feel at peace. Journaling is like cleaning that room. Every time you write, you're putting your thoughts in order, labeling emotions, letting go of mental junk, and creating space for clarity. And the best part, writing slows you down. In a world that moves at 100 miles per hour, journaling forces you to pause and actually think. That simple pause helps you reconnect with yourself, something we've all forgotten how to do. And science actually backs this up. Psychologists call journaling a form of expressive writing, a proven way to reduce stress, anxiety, and even depression. Studies show that writing about your thoughts activates the left side of your brain, the logical, analytical part, while freeing up the right side, which handles creativity and emotion. This balance helps you process emotions instead of suppressing them. When you write regularly, your brain starts creating stronger connections between thoughts and actions. You become more mindful, more self aware, and more emotionally stable. So, no, journaling isn't just writing feelings, it's literally rewiring how your brain handles stress and self talk. You ever notice how sometimes you feel so overwhelmed, but you can't even explain why? That's because your thoughts are tangled and journaling untangles them. When you write things down, vague emotions turn into words and words turn into understanding. Let's say you're stressed about your future. Once you start writing, you might realize it's not really the future you're scared of, it's the fear of not being good enough. That's awareness, and awareness is the first step toward change. Journaling gives your thoughts structure. It's like saying to your brain, okay, let's deal with one thing at a time. And over time, this habit teaches you to think clearly even outside your journal, and that's how it begins to reshape your mindset. So let's talk about something powerful, your inner critic. That little voice that says, you can't do this, you always mess things up, you're not as good as them. We all have it. But journaling gives you a way to respond instead of just listening. When you see those thoughts written down, you start to notice how irrational they are. You can challenge them. Is that really true? What evidence do I have that says otherwise? And what would I tell a friend who felt this way? Soon, your journal becomes your coach, not your critic. You learn to talk to yourself with kindness, and that changes everything. Because when you shift your inner voice from I can't to I'm learning, you start showing up differently in life. Stop being your biggest enemy and start becoming your biggest supporter. Now, let's be honest, it's easy to focus on what's missing: the job you don't have, the goals you haven't reached, the things that aren't perfect yet. But journaling gives you a way to balance that out through gratitude. Every time you write down what you're thankful for, no matter how small, you're training your brain to focus on abundance instead of luck. And science proves it, by the way. People who keep gratitude journals report higher happiness levels, better sleep, and even stronger immune systems. Start noticing beauty in small things: the sunlight through your window, your morning coffee, a simple conversation. That awareness shifts your entire mood. When you focus on gratitude consistently, your mindset moves from I don't have enough to I have more than I thought. And that's real peace. Journaling also helps you discover who you are and where you're going. When you write about your dreams, goals, and challenges, you start seeing patterns. You figure out what truly excites you, what drains you, and what's just noise. Over time, you begin to set better goals not because someone told you to, but because you understand what matters to you. And here's the cool part: when you track your progress in your journal, even the smallest wins start to feel meaningful. You see evidence of growth. See, I used to struggle with this, now I'm handling it better. That builds real confidence, the quiet kind that comes from knowing yourself. Journaling reminds you that you're a work in progress, and that's okay. If you're wondering where to start, here are four simple but powerful methods. 1. The morning brain dump. As soon as you wake up, write for 5 to 10 minutes. Don't filter or edit, just pour your thoughts out. This clears your mind and sets a calm tone for the day. 2. The gratitude log. Each night, write 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big, they can be small. This practice helps your brain end the day in a positive state. 3. The reflection journal. Once a week, reflect on your actions, emotions, and lessons. Ask yourself, what did I learn and what can I do better next time? 4. The affirmation journal. Write down positive beliefs about yourself, even if you don't fully believe them yet. Over time, your subconscious begins to accept them and your mindset follows. You don't have to do all 4, just pick one that feels easiest and stay consistent. Remember, it's not about writing perfectly, it's about showing up honestly. And here's the truth: journaling won't magically solve your problems, but it will give you the clarity and emotional strength to face them. It's a conversation between you, a space where you don't have to pretend, perform, or impress. Every page you write is proof that you're trying, proof that you're growing, reflecting, and taking responsibility for your life. So if you're feeling lost, stuck, or overwhelmed, start small, open a notebook, write 1 sentence, and keep going. Because sometimes healing and growth don't start with a big breakthrough, they start with a single word written on a blank page. If this video helped you, don't forget to like it, subscribe for more self development content, and share it with someone who needs a little mindset reset today. And remember, the best investment you'll ever make is in your own mind. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.